Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is your essential briefing, and today we're doing something a little different, kind of meta, actually.
That's right. This particular deep dive, we're calling it the AI Daily Deep Dive. Well, it was researched and actually generated entirely by artificial intelligence.
So it's AI looking at AI news. Our job, our mission today, is really to boil down the, let's say, top 5 most critical AI news stories and trends from today, Monday, September 22nd, 2025.
Yep, just to give you a quick, comprehensive snapshot of where things stand right now, it moves so fast.
It really does. Okay, let's dive right into probably the biggest question on everyone's mind, AI and jobs. What are the sources telling us today about which jobs are, well, safe and which ones are more vulnerable?
It's pretty clear, actually, based on today's inputs. The jobs that require, uniquely human things, judgment, empathy, physical skill, dexterity, and also roles shielded by heavy regulation, those are looking quite safe.
Okay, like what specifically? Give us some examples.
Think about firefighting. It needs rapid, complex decisions and physical action. Or plumbing, fixing a leaky sink requires hands-on skill. And then there's therapy or teaching, jobs needing real emotional intelligence. Current AI and robotics just aren't there yet.
Right, the physical and the deeply human elements. So what's on the chopping block then? Which roles are flagged as high risk?
It's mainly the pure knowledge work, the stuff without a physical component or that deep need for empathy. Think transcription, routine scheduling, a lot of administrative functions, basically repetitive cognitive tasks.
Makes sense. Easy targets for automation.
Exactly. Though there's this interesting gray area too. Truck driving, for example. It's safe for now, but only until autonomous tech can prove it's not just cheaper, but actually safer than a human driver. That's the threshold.
A constantly shifting line.
Sure.
Okay, related to talent and jobs, there's big policy news. President Trump's new executive order. It puts a, wow, $100,000 fee on new H-1B visa applications. That's the main visa for skilled foreign tech workers, right?
That's the one. A very significant fee.
Is it big enough to really change behavior at major companies? Or is it more symbolic? What's the actual impact likely to be?
Well, for the huge players like a JPMorgan, $100K is, financially speaking, manageable. It's maybe, 0.4% of their profit? Tiny. But it adds complexity, uncertainty, bureaucracy.
So it's not just the money.
Right. And companies seem to be reacting in two main ways. Some are increasing offshoring, sure, but the arguably bigger reaction is accelerating AI adoption. They're looking to fill those talent gaps, now made harder to fill from abroad, with automation.
Huh. So the policy, kind of ironically, ends up speeding up domestic automation instead of just boosting local hiring.
It seems to be acting as a catalyst, yes.
Yeah.
An unintended consequence, perhaps, pushing automation faster.
Fascinating. Okay, let's shift gears to content. AI generates tons of it, but moderating it, that's proving tough, especially for something like Google's AI overviews,
Yeah.
reaching billions of users.
Oh, absolutely. It's a massive challenge. We saw a really stark example with the recent Charlie Kirk shooting incident. The AI overviews apparently pushed out some completely false claims in the immediate aftermath.
False claims. Like what?
Things like suggesting he was on a Ukrainian hit list or even misidentifying a potential suspect. Just wrong. Dangerous information being spread incredibly quickly by the AI.
Wow, that's a serious failure. Why is it so hard to get right, especially in breaking news? Is the model just not up to date or?
It's a couple of things. The core models themselves still have a significant error rate, maybe getting things wrong, like 25% of the time in some contexts. Plus, the generation often relies on models trained on data with older cutoff dates, so it's working with potentially outdated or, frankly, bad information to start with.
And trying to fix it.
That requires these really intensive, grueling, as one source put it, consensus meetings among human reviewers just to try and catch the errors.
Yeah.
It's a huge manual effort layered on top of the AI.
A constant battle. Okay, from content headaches to a success story, advertising. AI seems to be really changing the game in digital out-of-home advertising, DOOH.
How? It's enabling incredible hyperlocal targeting and real-time adaptation, things that just weren't possible before at scale.
Can you give an example?
Sure. PODS, the storage company, used Google's Gemini AI. They generated over 6,000 unique ad headlines tailored to 299 different neighborhoods in New York City alone. They factored in things like local weather, maybe traffic conditions.
6,000 versions.
Yeah, and the result, a reported 60% jump in website visits from those targeted ads. Hyper-specificity really worked.
That's impressive. Any others?
Kia did something interesting too for their EV9 electric vehicle. They used vehicle recognition tech at EV charging stations. So if the system saw, say, a rival EV charging, it could serve a specific Kia ad right there on the station screen.
Wow, very direct.
Very. And they reported a massive 517% increase in unaided brand awareness from that campaign. AI enabling super targeted, context-aware ads.
Incredible results. But all this AI, the data centers, the models,
Yeah.
it all needs power, right?
Yeah.
And infrastructure.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the fifth story, copper.
Exactly. This often gets overlooked. AI is incredibly energy hungry. Data centers training these huge models, it takes massive amounts of electricity. And copper. It's simply the best, most efficient, non-precious conductor we have.
So it's essential for wiring, cooling systems, everything.
Absolutely foundational. You can't build the AI infrastructure without tons of copper. And this new AI demand is hitting right as we already have major strains on copper supply from, electric vehicles, green energy projects.
Right, squeezing supply from multiple directions. One source even used this pretty intense metaphor that AI's energy demand could, metaphorically boil the oceans.
It highlights the scale of the energy challenge, and you see companies reacting strategically, like Anglo American merging with tech resources, basically creating a copper mining giant. It shows just how critical everyone thinks copper is going to be long term.
So the physical resource becomes hugely strategic.
It really does. And if you pull back and look at all five stories today, there's this kind of surprising connection, isn't there? This ultra-digital AI revolution we talk about. It's deeply tied to the physical world.
How so?
Well, from the very physical skills of a plumber that AI can't replicate, all the way to the sheer amount of a physical material, copper, needed to power the whole thing. The digital relies heavily on the physical.
That's a great point. The software runs on hardware, and that hardware needs real-world stuff. It's a good reminder to keep watching how policy, like that H-1B fee, and market forces around resources like copper shape the actual tech rollout.
Absolutely, it's all connected.
Thank you for diving deep with us today on these critical AI developments.